Hello, hello, and welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host, Aurora, life coach and companion on this beautiful journey called life. If ever you feel stuck, if ever you feel, you can't move on, if ever you feel your dreams are just too far off and you will never be able to reach them, if ever you feel frustrated with the people around you, or whatever else might be weighing down on your soul, reach out to me and we can find out how I can help you. Never hold back. You can contact me on Facebook or on Instagram. Aurora Eggert is my name on Facebook, the Borealis Experience on Instagram, or Aurora Eggert Coaching, also on Facebook. Today, I want to talk about your sexuality. Yes, I'm not shy about talking about sexuality and intimacy, sensuality. It's such a big part of our lives. And when we talk about self-care, when we talk about healing, when we talk about getting to know ourselves better, when we talk about wanting to improve the relationships in our lives, we cannot exclude sexuality because it makes us us. To know what you desire, to know what you need, to know what your preferences are, give you a deep sense of self. And the more clear you are with yourself about what you need and want, the more confident you're going to be, the more clear you're going to be with the people around you, and the easier those relationships are going to be flowing. So, if this is not for you, I encourage you to listen to another episode. There's lots of episodes in my podcast that you can search up under www.theborealisexperience.com. There's a search bar where you can type in a title and find an episode about the topic that you're interested in. If you don't find the topic that you'd like an episode about, please reach out to me and request it. This is how it works. People request it over Messenger, on Facebook, on Instagram, and it's just super inspiring, and I love connecting with you guys. If you are still listening, if you are interested in this episode, then hello, and welcome. So, when we first explore our bodies, we're usually in our teens. Some people are younger, some are a little bit older. But we find out that we can give ourselves pleasure. And that is so incredibly powerful, exciting, and healthy. I'm all for self-exploration and finding out what is best for you. Again, the more you know what gives you pleasure, what makes you feel great, the better connected you are to yourself and the more confident you can be. There's a lot of people out there who are feeling shame for what they desire, for what they feel. And that is a shame. For people to feel shame, that is a shame, because then they start suppressing it and start feeling weird about it and start hiding and start not being honest with people around them. And this is when all the BS starts. And depression can even start by you suppressing a very important side of yourself. Of course, no one is getting harmed. You are also not harming yourself. And there's consent with the practices that you desire, right? It cannot be, let's say, too far off where people are getting hurt, animals are getting hurt, or you are getting hurt, in that case, seek out help, but find a way to talk about this. There's groups out there where you can meet and talk about your preferences. And if they're not totally socially acceptable, that at least you can talk about them and find people who can listen. So there is ways to channel that energy out. If you are very sexual and you have to suppress it because maybe you are with a partner who is not, or maybe you grew up in an environment where it's totally, not okay to express sexuality, to even talk about it, you are suffering internally and you might not even be aware of it. You are shutting out a big part of yourself. You are trying to tame and suppress that strong energy that is inside of you, but it will come out in weird ways. It will come out in, weird, it can be pretty much everything. When we suppress our sexuality, you can become sick from it. You can become a very awkward person around the people that you are attracted to. You can live in total isolation because you feel so much shame. So it is really important to be curious about it and to find out what is it that you like, and then how to communicate that to your potential partner or to your partner right now. Relationships don't have to be rigid. Relationships are meant to flow and change and move. And sometimes when we open up to our partner about something, it changes the whole relationship for the better. Yeah, sometimes you might face rejection, but you have to have that willingness to face rejection. You have to have that bravery, that courage to face rejection, to stand up for yourself and to know, yes, this is what I like, this is what I'm into, and this is what I'm going to communicate to you. If the other person is not into it, of course you will not be able to live it, so to say, but at least you have expressed it then. And that alone is so incredibly powerful, and with most partners will increase trustworthiness. When they know what you're all about, what gives you pleasure, what is good for your body, then they can either choose to engage in it and help you out, or they can say, no, this is absolutely not for me, and we will have to find a solution here to reconnect on a different level. So what I want to encourage with this episode is become curious about your sensuality, your sexuality again. Explore, read, watch little videos. There's tons of information online, and find out what it is that brings you joy and pleasure. It is an area in your life that is or can be very nurturing, very healing, and can deepen the relationships with yourself and with the people around you. And to start, I would say enjoy and accept your body fully, just like it is. When you have a shower, be grateful for your beautiful and healthy body. Be comfortable walking around naked in your house. Be comfortable showing up in front of a mirror and looking at yourself and laughing at the parts that you don't really like. The more we accept ourselves, the more we will be accepting with others and help others to be accepting of their bodies too. And that is so incredibly powerful. If you get to help somebody to like their body better, my God, it is a huge bonding. It is a huge trust that can spark between two people. So try to live in full acceptance with your self first, and then maybe you can help your partner to do the same. If you are single, focus only on yourself and give it all to you. Enjoy yourself and really explore what feels nice. You need to let that energy out. You need to, find a channel on how to express it. And I've talked about it in season 2 or 3, I think, where I was observing Mick Jagger, for instance, or Prince, or other musicians that are out there, where you could clearly see that they pour all their energy into their instrument or into singing. It is their sexual energy that they learn to use to create. So this is another thing that you can learn to do when you're single, but also when you're in a committed relationship, is that you find ways to channel that beautiful energy into something creative and authentic and something that reflects you 100%. Sometimes people say, when you masturbate a little bit too much, then you waste energy. Yes, you reach climax, you reach your orgasm, and it gives you pleasure, but only for a short amount of time. Sometimes giving yourself pleasure and not reaching an orgasm, and instead channeling that energy into a creative project, something that you want to build, something that you want to gift to others. So to say, it can be art, it can be music, it can be something that you build out of wood and metal and stones, whatever it is. People can sense that. It is very genuine, it is very pure, it is very unique to you. So I think all I want to say today is that be curious, and if you were suppressing it, find ways to channel it out. As always, feel free to reach out to me, and if you want to request another episode about this topic for me to go a little bit more into depth, don't hold back. I just wanted to let you know that yes, this topic is extremely important when it comes to our mental and physical health, and it is very exciting to explore. It's a good thing. Stop suppressing. Stop feeling shame and guilt, and learn to talk about it with like-minded people or with people that you trust. This is me for now. I have a guest here soon where we will be talking about masculine sexuality. He is a coach. He is a facilitator for Man's Circle, for Man's Work. And I'm so incredibly blessed to be connected with him, because I learned so much from him. And I invited him onto the show for you to learn from him as well. All right. Take really good care of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a rating on Apple Podcast or a review. I always appreciate that. And I will be out there very soon again. Bye-bye.